name is Willie Monroe Junior, and I'm a professional boxer out of Rochester, New York. I started boxing when I was about 6. It's more like a family tradition. My father was a fighter, all of my great uncles were fighters, my grandfather was a fighter, my great grandfather was a fighter. It's more like family tradition. My average day consists of waking up around 5 in the morning, putting in track work, a morning run, strength and conditioning, and then come back home and get my 2 kids prepared and hang out with them for a little while. Then I'm back in the gym around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then go home, hang out with my kids a little bit more. Then when my wife come home, we trade shifts. Then I'm back in the gym around 6:30 at night. As a fighter, I'm 19-2, so I've been defeated twice out of 21 fights. You know, with the fight with Triple G, we didn't win. But it was, you know, I'm not one for moral victories, but it put me in a position to where it's like, everybody's scared of this guy, nobody wants to fight him. Willie Monroe with only, 19 professional wins, winning against a guy who has double the fights, who's everybody scared of, and gave him the toughest fight out of anyone that's ever fought him, guys that are more experienced. You know, it was a pretty tough fight, and being on that level, with 15,000 screaming fans and 14,990 out for him. The magnitude of the fight, over 2 million viewers at home, there's a lot of pressure. It's the biggest fight of my life. But at the end of the day, God doesn't make mistakes and everything happens for a reason. And like I said, it's my job to seize every bit of the moment and take it to the next level. My most memorable as an amateur was making it to the Olympic trials and winning 3 national titles as an amateur fighter and being rated top 10 in the US as an amateur fighter. And my most memorable as a professional is probably winning the Boxino tournament and bringing home 5 belts and being rated top 10 in the world. The goals I've set in boxing is to be something special. I want to be something special outside of the realm of fighting. I honestly believe with the hard work and the dedication and the years that I put in, that being a champion and a multiple world champion is inevitable because of the work that I've already put in. But honestly, I just want to be considered something special, something outside of the realm of making a lot of money and being a fighter. I want to be more of an icon, sort of maybe something like an ambassador, to where people who don't even watch boxing say, I know who Willie Monroe is, he's a positive guy, and that's what I want to follow. Any endeavor that a kid, pursues in life, be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself, and realize that there's no certain protocol to being successful, but there are key components and key aspects that play into being successful, such as hard work, dedication, perseverance, having tough skin, being able to deal with tough times, being able to roll with the punches. Those are, key elements you need to be successful. Don't be afraid to be yourself. If someone tells you that you're not good enough, or that you're not strong enough, or that you don't sing well enough, or whatever your endeavor is, that you're not good enough to make it, don't believe it, because it's not true at all. Generation news is important, especially for young people, because you're getting news and you're getting honest news from your contemporaries, so to speak. They get the information they need without the other stuff. So I think that's important for Generation News. And it gives kids and younger people who are working at something the opportunity to actually be seen and be heard. If we're highlighting the positive things and being proactive, we won't have to worry about reacting to the negative. If you're being proactive with positive, the negative will cease to exist. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't see that. So I think that's important to Generation News. My name is Willie Monroe Junior, and I'm changing the way you view this generation.